Welcome back to the world that was. 2,000 point battle between the Empire and the Beastmen. Welcome back to the channel, thanks for joining us again, as today we throw down between the Empire and the Beastmen. This is a 2,000 point game and we are playing meeting engagement, which is why we've got this odd diagonal deployment, and there are a couple of units which are missing from each army who failed to turn up for the start of the game. Let's run you through the lists and deployment. Starting off with this invading force of Beastmen. Jay, what have we got? Where's everything?
So on the left flank, we've got a Razorgore.
Yeah.
We've then got a unit of 34 Bestigor, and the BSB is in there on his own at the moment.
Yeah. Other side of this.
We've then got a unit of 22 Gore, and Slugtongue is in there with them.
Yeah.
Then got the second Razorgore, a unit of 5 Warhounds, 6 Ungor Raiders, and then another unit of 5 Warhounds.
And the guys who failed to turn up in time for the start of the game are just here. What have we got?
Missing are the Beast Lord and the level 4 Great Bray Shaman, and then we've also got a unit of 21 Gore and 5 Ungor Raiders who are ambushing.
Yeah, so it's just the characters that haven't turned up, the other two are ambushing, aren't they? Cool. So you're not going to have any magic on turn 1, but what spells... Oh, you do, so yeah, you still got Slugtongue, haven't you? What spells did you end up with?
So Slugtongue has Spirit Leech and Soul Blight.
Nice. And
for reasons I'm not quite sure of, the level 4 is on Law of the Wild, so he's got Vile Tide, Devolve, Traitorkin, and Mantle of Gorok.
There's some nasty spells in there. Traitorkin and Evolve could both be quite unpleasant on this this Empire army. So let's show you what they're up against. And looking down at the Empire defenders who have ridden out to face this Beastman threat. Over on my right flank, got unit 4 Demogryphs with Standard Bearer and Musician. And then the first of my war machines, the cannon, just next to this Canite Temple thing. Got an engineer behind them, and babysitting at the back is a Pegasus Captain. We've got 10 archers, not as an attachment, just as a standalone unit. They've got a champion and standard bearer, and a nice big block of 11 inner circle knights, full command in there, and we have a Grand Master who is leading them. Franz has been demoted for this one, and isn't turning up for this minor skirmish. Steam tank anchoring my other flank. And my units who failed to turn up at the start of the game, unit of 5 standard knights, just as they are, no command in there. My level 4 wizard, who is on Heavens today, and the Hellblaster volley gun. So my magic, I ended up with Ice Shard Blizzard, Harmonic Convergence, Curse of the Midnight Wind, and Chain Lightning. And I'm going to have a little bit of dominance in first turn, assuming I get it, as there won't be a level 4 opposite me. Before we get to that crucial first turn seize roll for the Beastman, Slugtongue is doing his nasty tricks. So everything in the army, apart from the Capsus, is in range of him. Let's just work our way across. So let's start with the dummies down here. 1, they're okay. The cannon, he's okay. Engineer,
D3 wounds.
D3 wounds for him. We'll put that by him. So remember, we've got the archers at the back. D3 wounds on them. The big unit of knights. Ooh, they're okay. And the big one, the steam tank. D3 wounds. Okay, on the engineer. Can you finish him off? Nope. Oh, 1 wound left for the engineer. The archers
2 wounds.
Lose 2. And the steam tank just takes 1. Okay, that's not a bad start. And now, let's see if you save that 6. Do you get first turn? No. Empire movement is complete. Knights have gone forward just enough to tempt that piggy down there, possibly into a charge. I'm conscious that there might be some ambushing units potentially coming on down here, so the Capsus has gone to face cover our rear. Wizard has come on and joined the archers. Hellblaster has come on down here. Obviously, he can't shoot this turn. And the other knights are right on down this bottom end. I've got plenty of power dice, but not many spells that are actually worthwhile casting at the minute, as the wizard is out of range for chain lightning or anything nasty down there. So we're going to try Ice Shard Blizzard on... no, we're not. We're going to try 4 dicing Harmonic Convergence down onto the knights, which is cast on a pretty good roll.
Yep.
20. Let it go. Don't think what any of the spells I can cast. No? Okay, they're re-rolling 1s. Hits, wounds, and importantly for me, the armour saves. I think we'll leave it at that for magic. So, shooting. I generated 3 steam points in the movement phase here. Spent 1 to move, which only moved an inch, but it was just to line up straight down there. Let's see. We're going to go 10 from the back of him. Oh, at least this can't shoot this turn, so that's 3 less artillery dice I'm rolling. How many wounds do I lose? 2 wounds. Cannon, hoping for better luck as it tries to take out the other dog down there. 10 from the back. Okay, need a big. I'm going to re-roll that with the engineer. It's a risk, it's a risk. Let's re-roll it with engineer. Yes, that's better. And we bounce. 8. We've gone straight through him. Do we wound him? Oh, come on! Beastmen, turn 1. Movement phase is complete. What's happened then, Jay?
So, Razor Gore's come up.
Yeah,
left flank as fast as he can. Bestigor come up a bit, but not too far, so the characters could still get into the unit.
Finally got back in down here. Yep, so that's your
Great Grey Shaman and
the
Beast Lord.
Yep. Moved up a bit in the middle.
Yep, Razor Gore's come up to be a nuisance of himself.
Yeah, both your wolves running forward. I think they're probably just out of arc down there. And neither of the 2 units waiting to ambush have come on this turn. It's an abysmal roll on the Winds of Magic, a double 1, so neither of us channeled. 2 dice to my 1. What do you want to try and cast?
We will cast a Vile Tide on the cannon.
Yeah, lots of strength 1 hits. Okay.
And it's cast, and you cannot possibly dispel it.
Not with 1 dice, and I don't have the spell scroll. Okay, 5d6, strength 1. How many is it?
12.
Just need 3 6s and the cannon's gone. Oh, I can see 3 6s, 4 6s. Cannon is destroyed. It's going to be a panic for the demis. They are okay. Going to be a panic for the engineer. He is okay. And that's it. Not bad at all. We've got a little bit of shooting to do. We've got some bows
They're not in range.
down here. Oh, they're not in range. Okay, so is that it? That's end of turn 1. Empire movement phase is complete. Quite a lot has gone on. So we started off generating steam points down on this guy, managed to overpressure the boiler, took a couple of wounds and generated a few more steam points. In the charge phase, the knights have taken the bait and gone into this Razor Gore, who is facing the other way just because of his tusks so that we can get in. And down here, the knights declared a charge on the warhounds who are here. They elected to flee, running miles across this way. There was no way I could catch them, so they've failed forward. Then in our movement, with our abundance of steam points, we spent 3 in the engine, and I've gone straight forward into those fleeing warhounds and destroyed them. Archers have moved up just to get the wizard in range. The engineer is starting his long run from here to try and get down somewhere near the Hellblaster. And the demigryphs have just backed up. Captain flying over behind there to make a nuisance of himself. Magic phase, I've got plenty of paradise again, and I'm going to start with a harmonic convergence down onto the knights for the reroll 1s, hit wounds and armor save, which is cast on 10. 14 in total.
I'll throw 4 dice.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, doesn't matter what that dice is, I've got at least 10, so...
Okay, we're going to try a Curse of the Midnight Wind down onto these Gore. That is a cast. 10, 13, 17. You got no dice.
Got
2
2
dice. Yeah. We'll have that one on them. And let's try Ice Shard Blizzard, same unit. 8, 9 on the dice.
Yep,
7.
cast.
I get that one as well. Okay. First phase. That's gone pretty nicely. Right. Shooting. With the steam gun down here, we can get 3 of these Warhounds. We're up to strength 4 using 3 of our steam points. Just looking for 3s. Yeah. 3 that are slain. It'll be enough for a panic.
They're off.
Oh, they're going. How far?
12.
12. A long way. Okay. They're off. And I don't really have any targets for the Hellblaster, and I don't think it's worth risking the misfire to shoot down at the Ungor down there. Might have some bow shots, and then we'll be down to combat down here. Combat, as expected, have gone straight through that Razor Gore. I'm going to take the test now to reform. To restrain pursuit, as I don't think I'm going to get far enough away to avoid the charge. So can I rein it in? No, in 11 I cannot. There's no BSB in this list, so I'm overrunning. I need a massive roll now to try and get out of the arc of these guys. Come on. Oh, that's not bad. I don't think it's going to be far enough. We'll find out when we come back for turn 2 Beastmen. Beastmen, turn 2, movement is complete. What's happened?
So the Razor Gores got into the flank of the Demis.
Yeah.
Bestigors have just sort of marched forward.
Yeah.
The Gores have got into the steam tank.
Yeah, the Knights were just far enough forward that they couldn't be seen, which was lucky, really. Very lucky for me.
Ungors are hiding in the wood,
Yeah.
just to be a nuisance. The Warhound continued to flee, and I failed once again to bring on the Gores or Ungor Raiders.
Yeah, but you've got a decent number of power dice now in the magic phase. 10 dice to my 5. What do you want to start with?
We will start with a Devolve.
Okay. Oh, not a
Just
brilliant
cast.
roll. 5, 9. Yeah, I stopped that one. Okay, next spell.
Vile Tide onto the Archer unit.
These poor guys, okay.
16, so you need a double 6 to stop it.
Lots of strength, 1. We saw what it did to the cannon. I'm not going to stop it, so you can have that one. 5d6. How many this time? Oh, that's a lot better than your last one. 23 hits. Looking for 6s to kill them. Ooh, there's not too many there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's these back rank. It is enough for a panic test. Leadership 8 with the wizard in there. Yes, they are holding firm.
Okay, we will try a Traitorkin next.
Yeah, check the FAQs. It is going to affect demis in combat and the guy behind as well. 5.
It would do, but it's not cast.
Good. I have escaped.
And we'll finish with a Spirit Leech on the Hellblaster,
Okay.
which is also not cast.
Good. Well, lost a few archers. That could have gone worse. Right. Got a bit of shooting down here with your short bows.
Yep, so it'll be 6 shots into the Knights. 4's normally, 5's because I moved.
1.
Nothing.
Phew. And then we come down to combat. Which side do you want to start on?
We'll do the steam tank first.
Okay, there will be a fear check due to me causing terror.
Failed.
I failed that one. And
Primal Fury check, which is passed. So I'm re-rolling my hits.
yeah, but you are you're re-rolling 6s to hit and your misses. You're pretty much re-rolling everything, really.
Everything other than 5s.
Everything other than 5s, and you want a -1 to hit me anyway, so yeah. Right, so we have an interesting situation now. Having failed their fear check, these guys go down to weapon skill 1. Against my weapon skill 3 means that they are hitting me on 5s. With Ice Shard Blizzard, that means they're hitting me on 6s. Curse of the Midnight Wind means they have to re-roll 6s to hit. But they passed Primal Fury, which means they re-roll misses to hit. So anything that Jay rolls now, 1 to 5, misses, he re-rolls. 6s, which hit, he has to re-roll. So he rolls everything and then picks it all up and rolls again. So we've decided he's just going to roll it once. Because rolling it twice for absolutely no purpose seems daft. But let us know. I suspect, rules as written, we should be rolling this once, picking it all up and rolling it again. But we'll just do it once, but we are aware that these rules are all in effect. So, that's...
I think I'll pick them up and roll them again.
No, not after what we've decided. Yeah. 2 hits, 6s again, which you want to have to re-roll that one though because of Curse of the Midnight Wind.
Nope.
No, nothing there. Engineer has done his attack. Look at that sequence. We've swung. We did manage to get a wound through. I'm unbreakable. I'm not going anywhere. That is the end of that combat. Takes us down to this one on this side. What is the initiative on your range?
2.
2. Oh, well, my Demogryph will be going first. Hitting on 3s. Strength 5.
1 wound.
1 wound through. I've got the Rider on top, who misses. Okay, time for the attack backs.
Hitting on 4s. Strength 6.
Ooh,
so
2s.
3.
3 at -3. 3 puts me on 4 up saves. I only fail 1. That's not too bad. So I got a wound and a banner for 2. You got a charge, a flank, and a wound for 3. You beat me by 1, but I am steadfast with the rank. And I pass. Do I want to reform? I probably do, because it's my turn next, and I'll try and finish him off. So let's test to reform, which is passed as well. We'll get that reform move done. That takes us to the end of turn 2. Empire movement phase. So we have successfully generated steam points down here without over-pressurizing the boiler, which was good. The Inner Circle Knights did a swift reform and turned around to get back into the fight over here. The other Knights have just marched up as far as they could towards those Ungor. The Engineer's continuing his sprint. Well, it's now become a bit more of a marathon towards that Hellblaster. Down here, I'm spending 3 of my steam points to grind beneath my wheels. 3d3. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not bad. At strength 6, 2s. 4, 5 who are slain. And then we'll go into the Winds of Magic. We are looking at 7, no channel, 1 channel for you, 7 dice each. First up in the magic phase, we're going to try an Ice Shard Blizzard from my wizard down onto those Bestigor for the -1 to hit. That is just cast on 7 on the dice. We both got level 4s. Yeah, got it. And your level 4's out of it. That's pretty significant. Okay. We will try Curse of the Midnight Wind on the same unit with 3 dice. 3, 4, 5, 9. I haven't cast that one. I should have thrown that should have thrown that final dice. Okay, that was a little foolish of me, but never mind. Shooting phase. Let's try the Hellblaster down onto those Ungor in the woods who are making a nuisance of themselves. 3 times the artillery dice. We have got 2, 4, 6. Brilliant. Hitting on 6s. 2s. 1 dead. And that will take us through to combat. Starting off with this combat down here, we swing at the same time. I'm going to spend my 1 remaining steam point on the steam gun for 8 hits. It's only strength 2.
Nothing.
And the engineer, nothing. Okay, we'll have a fear check,
Pass.
which is passed. Primal Fury.
Failed.
And quite a lot of attacks coming in on the stank. 1 wound has been caused on the steam tank, which is passed. Jay wins. I'm unbreakable. We are going to continue that slog. Takes us round to this one over here. Hopefully the demis can finish him off and then get a nice reform before the charge from the Bestigor. Not a bad number of hits. Toughness 5, aren't you? So 4s to finish you off. Yes, just enough. Get these guys turned around. Something like that. And we will go in to Beastmen turn 3. Beastmen turn 3, the charge, which could only be failed on a double 1, did not fail, and the Bestigor have gone crashing into the Demigryphs. The first of the ambushing units has finally turned up, with the Ungor coming on behind my lines down here. The Gore still failing to turn up, and the Warhounds not quite off the table in that very, very far corner. 1 final chance to rally next turn. Winds of Magic blowing pretty strongly again. It's 10 dice to 6. What are you going to start with?
We'll start with Traitorkin again.
Okay, so this is to make the demis attack themselves.
12, it's cast.
Ooh, that is unpleasant. 12 in total. I'll throw 3 to stop here, which I do.
We'll then do a devolve.
Okay.
9, 14, 18.
Going to try and stop this, throw my 3 remaining dice at it. No, not even close. So it is a bit like a Terrorgeist Scream. It's a leadership test. Average point I fail by is a wound. Crucially, no armor saves. Leadership 8. Whew, passed. Oh yeah, we're going to have the range for the Pegasus, who I forgot to move in my turn. 10. That is 2 wounds. He has 1 wound left.
We will attempt a Spirit Leech on your Hellblaster.
Okay. 7.
Not cast, because it's 10.
Brilliant.
Oh no, so it's cast on a 7. It's cast.
Yeah, it's boosted ones, yeah. Okay, we're both leadership 7. It's just a d6 off. I've got, that's clearly cocked.
Yeah, nothing.
We're good.
And I will use my Power Scroll to cast Mantle of Gorok. Oh, it's cast.
He's cast it with a pathetic roll of a 3. Okay, he is going up by...
Strength.
Oh, take out my archers. 6.
Right, he's lost a wound. And attacks... 6. He's
6.
lost another wound.
He loses 2 wounds, but now has absolutely gone power mad. Okay, that's going to be a fairly bloody combat, I think.
Oh no, he's only lost 1 wound. It's 1 or more 6s. So he's only lost 1
Okay,
wound.
we've got a little bit of shooting. We got 5 Ungor down here. Are you going for the engineer or the archers?
The engineer, because he's easy to hit, weirdly.
Yeah, he is, which is a bit ridiculous, isn't it? But
He's been hit twice.
you've got 1 wound left. Can you finish him off? Yes, you can.
He's got light armour, hasn't he?
Oh, he does. He does. To get me perfectly to 2,000 points. No. He is going to be within 6 of these guys down here. Wizards unit, leadership 8. Yes. Staying put. Engineer, who has achieved absolutely nothing this game, is gone.
Shoot the knights.
We've got some shots up here into the knights as well.
1 hit.
1 hit.
No.
And that takes us through to combat. Combat down here, absolutely nothing done either side. That continues. Over on this one, the Beast Lord has gone first, got 2 wounds through, which finished off this lad down here. I then put most of my attacks into the BSB, got 1 wound through on him, nothing through onto the unit. BSB swung back, got a wound through, and now the Shaman, who is up to strength 10.
8 attacks.
8 attacks at
Rerolling
strength 10.
hits.
This is going to be horrendous. Okay, there's only 8 wounds left, so can he do it? Perfectly.
So they've hit. Ice Shard costing me those 3s.
Yeah, Ice Shard helping me a tiny bit. Not enough. He's only dropped 1. 7 strength 10s. 2s to kill.
6 wounds.
God. Okay, I have got a banner on 1 wound. 2 wounds left. And then we've got lots and lots and lots of attacks. Well, I'll put the banner into the BSB. Let's see if we can finish him off. We've hit him. We are strength 4. He's toughness 5. No, we have not wounded him. And there's going to be a lot of great weapons chopping him down. Empire movement. So we started with the steam points. We failed the roll. Got as high as we could on the misfire. So we lost another 2 wounds, got another 2 steam points, taking us up to 6. We had a charge down here into the Ungor, lost 1 to dangerous terrain on the way in. Thankfully none to the stand and shoot, so we didn't end up having to take a panic test. Then the big one, tried a swift reform down here, done the numbers. I'm not going into that unit, I'll just run away from them. I've got enough movement and time to do it. So turned around, checked to see if it was swift, and it wasn't. So we were then plonked in the middle of no man's land, measured up the distance, and it was a doable charge. These guys have got the Banner of Swiftness, so they're quite fast. So we've now had to sacrifice our captain with his 1 remaining wound to stand down here just to save the bigger unit. And the archers and wizard have spun around down here as well. So grinding between my wheels with 3 of my steam points for the not brilliant 5. Looking for 2 pluses. That's 4 more who are squidged. But thankfully I do still have 3 steam points for a nice strength 4 breath weapon this time. Let's go through to the magic. 9 dice. Can I channel? No. So 9 to 5. Trying a harmonic convergence onto the Hellblaster. 3, 6, 9, 10 on the dice. 14 in total. Cast.
Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah, have it. And, I'm just not going to do anything with this unit, and I can't do any damage to it, and they're not going to do anything to me, really. So, what do we do to them? We might as well try and make their life difficult, I suppose. We'll try Curse the Midnight Wind on that big Bestigor unit. Yep, we've got it. Have that with all your stupid number of attacks. What have we done to ourselves? Ooh, not too bad. We're not going down a hole at least. Shooting phase. Let's do this thing. 3 shots, or three, ooh, wrong dice. 3 rolls of the dice. For 8, 14, 24 shots going down into 5 Ungor. With 24 shots, the Ungor were obliterated. Going into this combat down here, we're at the same initiative, but we'll do the knights first. Strength 5.
3 dead.
3 dead,
horses as well.
but they are getting to attack back. And the horses.
4 dead.
4 dead.
Primal
Okay,
Fury.
Primal Fury.
Emphatically failed. 4s to hit. 4s to wound. No. Snakes.
Win by lots, yeah. Nope. I will chase you. 12. They
4
did not
dangerous terrains.
have a good day. Yeah.
If you fail 1, you're on a
This is
panic.
where I'm going to lose some more, though.
Oh, 2
I found 2!
a
Goodness
panic, please.
sake. Panic. I am going to be within 12 of my general, I think. I'm okay. Thanks to those extra steam points, the steam gun was super effective and did manage to get rid of a few more. Only 1 wound has gone through in return. Pathetic, really, isn't it? Right, can I save it? No! So out of the 8 wounds I've lost, you've done 2, and I've done 6 to myself. But there we go. I win the combat. You're steadfast. You are very much staying put with that. The Gore have finally turned up, coming up on the left flank for the Beastmen, rolling in down here, looking down. They've come forward, but they are just out of range of the Hellblaster. The only charge was the fairly obvious one from the Best of Gore into my poor captain down there, and the Warhounds failed to rally and are now off the board. Plenty of power dice, starting with a Soul Blight on the big unit of Knights. How many dice you throw in?
3. Discast.
Got it.
14.
I am going to try and stop that with 4, as I don't want the 5d6 one going off. 10, 12, 16. I've stopped it. Okay, still lots of dice. I've only got 2 left.
We will cast Devolve next.
Okay.
It's leadership test.
Yeah, a bit like a Terrorgeist Scream one.
10 is cast.
Ooh, and what's the range on it?
12, so it will affect Pegasus, your Knights, and your Wizard.
Have a little think. 6 on the dice. I'm going to try and stop it with my last 2. Nope, it is cast. Okay. Leadership test down here. Leadership 8 with the Wizard. They're okay. Oops. On the block of Knights here, Leadership 9 with the Grandmaster. Okay. And the Captain, Leadership 8, 1 wound left. He's okay as well.
And then we'll chuck Vile Tide at the Knights.
The big block, yeah.
Yeah. Let me throw 2 at it, why not? Yep, it's cast.
Okay, 5d6, strength 1s. Fair enough.
10's 19.
Lots and lots of hits. 5 wounds through. I pass them all.
But my last dice, I might as well try a Spirit Leech on your Hellblaster.
Okay.
Oh, one-off casting it.
There is no shooting. We're straight through to combat. Are we doing Steam Tank or Captain first?
Oh, let's do Steam Tank.
Okay, I'll have a fear check first.
Passed. You want to do your 1 attack on me?
Missed.
Primal Fury. Failed. I don't have so many attacks now.
Less attacks coming back in now. He might yet survive until I try and generate some steam points and blow myself up. Decision for turn 5 as to what it's worth doing there. Okay.
3's to hit.
Good.
And then
6s.
Just the 1.
Ooh, saw it, but he's okay. And this one down here, I'm going to issue a challenge because I might as well.
Yep, Beast Lord will accept.
Okay. My captain has done nothing to the Beast Lord. Steel Claws, didn't power up too much, but got 5 wounds through in total. Down to a 4-up save. I've got a Luckstone to reroll 1 of them, but I've only got 1 wound left. It's not going to be enough. Doesn't matter what that is. Pass 3, fail 2, he's gone. Do you want to overrun?
I do indeed. 6.
6 inches. The chase is on as we go into turn 5. We went for it, the big 5 steam points. We rolled a 6 on the artillery dice, so we overpressurised the boiler. And then it was a 6 on the D3 to see what happens, which means we've blown up and we're sending flying shards of shrapnel everywhere. 2d6 strength 4 hits onto them and onto these ones here. So onto those Gore first. Oh, 11. Looking for 4s. That's not bad. Well, kind of bad.
Perfect roll for you.
Yeah.
Because it's left 1.
Leaves 1. So that's 5 there. 2d6 down onto the Hellblaster. Only 5. These will be 6s though, as it is as per shooting. So he doesn't take any. And then the steam tank is destroyed. In the remaining moves, the Knights have both just legged it as far as they can. As it turns out, this unit isn't going to be able to wheel around past the impassable building there, so they're probably safe, but we've still got quite a few points down here. Got a decent number of power dice. We're going to throw 4 at Harmonic Convergence on the Hellblaster for re-rolling the ones. It's cast on 10, 13 on the dice.
Throw 6 at it. It's dispelled.
It is dispelled. And I don't think there's anything else worth doing, really.
A chain lightning on the gauze.
Yeah, why not? We'll do a chain lightning down on the gauze. We've got it.
Yep.
D6, strength 6 for 4. And we kill 3. Moving down into shooting, Hellblaster crew now firing for their lives. How many shots? Not a good start, guys. Not a good start. 10, which is halved to 5. 8, 9 shots. This should be enough. Should be enough. We are hitting, just hitting on 4s.
Is that 3 on each of them?
Yeah. So we'll do the 3 on the unit.
He's gone.
He's gone. And the 3 on Slugtongue. Just 1 wound?
I think he's toughness 4.
Oh, maybe 2 then, maybe 2. We are armor piercing.
4 up regen. He's lost a wound.
Okay, that's
Panic.
it for shooting. Yeah, panic, yeah. Leadership 7.
He's off.
Oh, it's very much going
8 inches.
8 inches back into the middle of the battlefield. And that's it for my turn 5. We'll have turn 5 for Beastmen next. Beastmen movement is complete. So there was a charge declared down onto the archers from the gore. Chose to flee. We ended up running up this way away from them. And then the Bray Shaman has declared a charge out, so it fled again, coming back down through here. Had an interesting query when we get through fleeing units, fleeing through fleeing units, but we took some dangerous terrains, didn't lose any. And then Slugtongue has rallied to turn back around. Going to magic, Jay starting with a devolve down onto these guys for 8.
It's not cast.
Not cast, that's going to be a short magic phase, I think. Got a Spirit Leech still, or a Soul Blight. Trying out with those.
I don't want to blow myself up. Spirit Leech on your wizard.
Okay,
It is just cast. And it's dispelled.
it's stopped.
Your turn 6.
End of turn, yeah. Turn 6, final turn, coming up. Didn't have any charges, just sees whether we can rally these guys. We don't have a musician, so we're on a 9. Yes, we're going to turn around. We get a bit of a magic phase. We'll get them spun round. I think the knights are probably safe, but we'll get them well out of range of any spells and come back with some magic. Chain Lightning on Slugtongue. Let's get rid of him. We've got it on 10, 18, 22.
It's dispelled.
That's stopped. Let's try a Harmonic Convergence down onto the Hellblaster. That's cast. Hellblasters, time to shine. Which target am I going to go for? Oh, Slugtongue's only got 1 wound left. Bray Shaman's going to have a ward save and nasty stuff, so I think let's shoot what we can kill. Going for Slugtongue. How many shots? 8. 10, 5. Oh, we mean business. Nope, one's off the table. Oh, it just comes down to this one regen save. Oh, he's gone. That's it. That's everything that the Empire have to throw at this Beastman army. They've not really broken the back of it. There's still a very big scary unit of Bestigors and these Gors down here. It's a very, very long way to see if they can get in. I don't think they'll be able to see, but we do still have some magic as we go to the final act of Beastman turn 6. In the last gambit, the BSB declared a charge out the Bestigor unit down into the archers. It was a very long way, but I couldn't risk it, so they've turned to flee. Now looking for devolve on the final magic phase of the game. It's cocked, which is lucky because it looked like a 6.
It's cast.
It's cast. Okay. Right, leadership test on these guys. Oh no. 4 of them die. So that's the unit wiped out, just the wizard who's going to be left. Down here, that was okay. And the important one, before we look at what happens down here, what's the wizard done to himself? 6. And that is it. Did try a Vile Tide with the 1 remaining dice, but it was easily dispelled with my 6. So that's what we've got left. Big unit of Estegor, unit of Gore. I've still got a Hellblaster, a level 4, a big unit of Knights, and the little chaff unit. It's going to be pretty close. We'll work out what the final scores are. This is how it looks at the end. The Beastmen have just won the day. 936 victory points to them, 630 for the Empire, so 306 points in it. Fairly close, but the Beastmen have got it over the line. I think maybe the scenario hurt me a little bit. Certainly not having the engineer anywhere near the Hellblaster and not getting to fire the Hellblaster for the first 2 turns was a shame, because it was putting out quite a bit of pain when it did fire. Sometimes that scenario, although you're going to get the first turn almost guaranteed, having to deploy your whole army first is a bit of a price to pay, because Jay, you got to sort of pick your fights and where stuff was going, and that Bestegor unit, they aimed at what they wanted to and smashed on through them, didn't they, really?
Yeah, just a shame they couldn't get to your knights.
Yeah, it would have been an interesting fight, but I think I had to just run away from you at the end. There was no way I could go into it, and I was never going to break through you, and then there's just too many attacks coming in. We've been talking about a new Empire list that has maybe 20 Inner Circle Knights in one big unit with Franz and everyone else in it. So maybe that's to come at a later date, because there weren't enough here today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one. It's nice to have the Beastmen back on the channel. I think it's only their second outing, and they are 2 for 2 now.
Yeah, they are.
So they're having a pretty good time of it. And this is without end times marks on them as well. So who says that they're a subpar army, eh? If you don't already, please hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, drop us a comment down below, give us a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything, helps us out a load, and we like to interact with you all whenever we can. And we'll see you soon for another one.